Hi everyone, welcome to the ninth session. In this video we are going to learn the remaining part of second lesson. Okay, well, let's see the 1980s decade. During this decade, the Indian political system faced many new challenges. The Sikhs in Punjab demanded an independent state of Khalistan and began a movement which went on to become violent and destructive. Pakistan had lent its support to this movement. The Indian army was sent into the Golden Temple at Amritsar, a holy shrine of the Sikhs, in 1984 to evict the terrorists who had allegedly taken shelter there. Okay, the Sikh people in India demanded the separate country. There were many people in Punjab who also want the separate country. They getting money from other countries. They getting support from other countries. Then terrorists hide in the Golden Temple. Terrorists means the spreading fear and terror in society by using violence against the common people for achieving their political goals. Okay. The terrorists hide in a Golden Temple. So Indian government take a decision. They send the army into the holy temple, Golden Temple. The Indian army entered the temple and killed the terrorists. Okay. Many Sikh people become very angry because Golden Temple is a holy place for all Sikh community. Okay. So that to take revenge, Sikh bodyguard of Indira Gandhi killed her. After that, during this period, also the organization called United Liberation Front of Assam, in short we call it ULFA, carried on a major movement in northeast India. They also wanted a separate country from India. Okay. Right after Indira Gandhi's assassination, her son Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India in 1984. He tries to make several reforms in field of Indian economy and that of science and technology. He took the lead in solving the issues of the Tamil minority in Sri Lanka. She promoted the ideas of United Sri Lanka and the internal autonomy to the Tamil community. But his efforts in this regard proved to be in vain. Look, the Rajiv Gandhi tried to make reforms in field of science and technology and also in economy. The computer era in India began in his tenure. He gave lots of contribution to India's development. Okay. He also in Rajiv Gandhi's tenure, the Rajiv Gandhi in India voted age reduced from 21 to 18 years. Okay. If you complete 18 years of age, you can voting in election. In this period, Tamil Nadu, Sri Lanka, the Tamil became together. They founded military organization or terrorist organization. In Sri Lanka, there were become two groups between people: Tamil speaking people and Sinhali speaking people. The conflict between two groups became destructive and violence. Many people killed. So Indian government sent a army in Sri Lanka to control the situation in Sri Lanka. But Tamil people did not like this decision. They take revenge. In 1991, they killed the Rajiv Gandhi in a bomb blast. Okay. Then Rajiv Gandhi faced a lot of criticism in the context of corruption that took place during the defense equipment deal, especially the purchase of long-range cannon from foreign company called Bofors. Political corruption became a crucial issue in the general election that followed, and Congress party has defeated. Look here. During this time, Indian government bought Bofors long-range cannons. Some Indian politician take money from foreign company in the transaction of Bofors cannons. As Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India, he also faced corruption charges. But after some times, around 2004, Rajiv Gandhi was not found guilty on that case, and Rajiv Gandhi was acquitted from Bofors case by the court in 2004. Okay. So the result of this event, but during that he was faced lots of criticism. So the result of this event, Congress party was defeated in election. Okay, in 1988. Then several political parties formed a coalition called the Janata Dal. Coalition means come together. Okay, coming together. Coalition government come under the leadership of Vishwanath Pratap Singh. There are so many parties in this coalition government. Vishwanath Pratap Singh became the next Prime Minister of India. The policies of providing reservation for other backward classes, OBC, is considered to be his most important contribution. In his tenure, in India, there are reservation for SC and ST only. But VP Singh brought reservation for OBC, other backward classes. They got 27 of reservation in India. It considered a most important contribution in India. Okay. Then he could not continue as Prime Minister due to internal differences in the party. There are so many parties, so there are many different internal differences. So he left the Prime Minister. In 1990, Chandrasekhar became the Prime Minister of India. His government was also short-lived. In 1991, during the election campaign, the terrorist organization in Sri Lanka, Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, LITTE, assassinated Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi was acquitted from Bofors case by the court in 2004. Okay. Then towards the end of the decade of 80s, the unrest in Jammu and Kashmir had began. Okay. This problem grew serious day by day, and today it has taken the form of terrorism. The terrorist activities there forced the Kashmiri Pandits to leave the valley. Let's see what changes occur after 1991. Okay, the year 1991 is held to be very important in the history of world as well as in India. The Soviet Union integrated into several different small countries, and Cold War came to an end. What is the Cold War? Cold War means the condition where there is no actual war, but there are such tension in circumstances, okay, and that they may be responsible to cause war. The Cold War between two superpowers, USA and USSR, okay, came to an end in 1991 because of Soviet Union's disintegration, or because of Soviet Russians breaking. Okay, they are making a small 10 or 12 small countries. In India, the government under the leadership of Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao initiated many changes in Indian economy. The P.V. Narasimha Rao and the Finance Minister Manmohan Singh take many changes in the Indian economy. During this period, the Ram Janmabhoomi and Babri Mosque issue at Ayodhya came to the forefront. Okay. Most Hindu people in India believe that is the birthplace of Lord Ram. So, and the Babri Masjid was built there in that place. So, there is a many crisis become Hindu and Muslim. So, in the election conducted between 1996 and 1999, no political party got a clear majority in the Lok Sabha. This resulted in 3 governments in a short span time. Okay. Those led by Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Then after that, H.D. Devegonda become a Prime Minister, and after that, the Inder Kumar Gujral became a Prime Minister. Finally, in 1990, the National Democratic Alliance came to power under the flag of Bharatiya Janata Party, and Atal Bihari Vajpayee became the India's Prime Minister. BJP make a group of political parties which were called NDA. NDA means National Democratic Alliance. Okay. There are 545 seats in Indian Lok Sabha. Okay, and for majority there one party maybe get the 272 seats, but no political party got that seats. So many political parties come together and coalition governments start in India. Atal Bihari Vajpayee tried to establish a dialogue with Pakistan, but was not successful. India conducted a number of nuclear tests in 1998 and declared herself as an atomic power. India always wanted to use atomic power for peace, okay, or his electricity, nuclear electricity, okay. In 1909, there was another war between India and Pakistan in Kargil region over the Kashmir issues. India defeated Pakistan in this war as well. Okay, thank you.